Okay. Hello, everyone. It is so happy to join this meeting to share TronLink's progress this year with you. Okay. So here, as the biggest audience on Tron, I'm going to share some information with you, basically around these 3 points. What TronLink is now, then what we have done this year, and what we will do in the future work. First is the work, some data and some information now about TronLink. Currently in 2020, TronLink has reached max monthly users over 1 million and also reached max daily users to 700,000 with the average daily user chance to more than 10 minutes. So also TronLink has a very good user retention. We have a 1-day retention over 40% and 7-day retentions over 20%. Monthly daily user retentions around 10%. So that's a very good score. So we are quite proud of our users. As for user distribution, TronLink currently is a very global wallet all over the world, as we can see the map. We have already a lot of many users in Europe, India, Africa, China, South Korea, and even American. So that's quite popular in different countries. This also shows that the Tron network is already accepted by a lot of people in the world across nations. Next, I'm going to show some data around access distribution. Thanks to our users' confidence, TronLink cards manage more than 56% of the access on Tron. This also makes we recognize that the security and user educations are so important and so immersing for this industry. We can get reports of access loss from time to time, some for hacker attacks and some for users' carelessness. So I think compared with the modern bank systems, we still have a long way to go. The following part, I'm going to share what we have done this year to improve our TronLink product. Being recognized the importance of the app, we rebuilt our dev modules early this year to make it more easier to find, use, and even more easier for developers to submit more devs. So this work improve our users' daily time played on TronLink. Also make TronLink better to support this year's DeFi market halt. So DeFi support, this is what we have done for DeFi supporting. TronLink support almost all the hottest DeFi apps, such as Tron, Sun, Just Swapped. And we also noticed that the DX swap is so important that we also ending native support for token swap. So this is going to be released soon. And Just Ramper is also another big dApp we support this year. With this support, TronLink users can take advantages of general knowledge proofs of on-chain decentralized shared network. And the instant transfer is very fast, and with all the information regarding on-chain operation hidden, attackers can now match the on-chain information with specific individuals, and also very easy to use. Also, in order to have a better user experience, we improve our wallet's weak network stemmers UX and UI. This work also improve with the server-side work. With more servers, better logic organizations, and data support, we are keeping improve our product. So for server-side technology details, we change our version 1 server side to version 2 with multi-modules. This will bring a more flexible and better servers responsible speed. Also, we are doing more work on a fast on-chain info module. This will bring more fancy features in the future and in the next year. Still the work for our server side. For security reasons, we know that Influence has a big server down accidents this year, which brings a lot of troubles to a lot of ETH wallet teams. TronLink always insists on using and building out internal block node, which can bring and a lot of benefit, avoid outside accidents. So we keep interest our users' increasement, and all these events can bring great benefit to our TronLink users. The last part, I'm going to talk about our TronLink's future work. Currently, TronLink has a 4.1 star on Google Play and 4.5 stars on Apple Store. As we can see, I think there's still some space to improvement. TronLink caring about users' feedback and take users' feedback as a very important information for future plan. For app stabilities, TronLink iOS can reach a very good score, but Android still has some work. I think for Apple Wallet, this is a very important part we can keep track. The next part and the last part, I think, is wallet security. As the market is keeping hot and the outside threat is also keeping increased, so there are so many kind of attacks to users' access. Wallet products as the user's most important tools should keep improve on security, including all the steps, release and design and all these steps. So bring more information to users to avoid no necessary loss is very important for wallet product. This also part of our TronLink's feature mission to bring more feature, more security and easy usage to users in our cyber world. That's all for my sharing today. Thanks everyone's listening and thanks for coming.